Hey there, Amy Hetrick here. I hope you all are having a great week. You can see Bear back here. I think he's taking a little nap. That's what I want to do. I think I'm going to do that after this. So this week I thought I would show you how to draw little ducks or geese. I'm going to show you two different styles that I've done, and I'm going to show you just some things that I have been drawing, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And then I will show you how to do that. It's very simple this week. You can grab, it's simple every week. I mean, seriously, just take whatever supplies you want. I chose to use a pencil and to use some watercolor. You can choose to do that, or you can use whatever paint you have or any kind of coloring when we get to that part, or you can just leave them black and white with pencil. Super easy, your choice. Grab all of your supplies and come bring them together, and I will show you and meet you at my art table. Okay, so like I said, I've been on a bit of a duck kick, and so that's all I've been wanting to do in my sketchbooks lately. I go through spells like this. Here's some ducks. I decided to do these with just watercolor. This either watercolor or graphite, which is like a water-soluble graphite. That might be what that is. And this one, just pencil and a little bit of watercolor. I think that's what I'm going to show you today. There's some more. I just go loose and play around and stuff like that. And I think that's all that was in my sketchbook. Then I decided to do some like painting. Did that. And then this is more of a loose style, like character style, more like geese style. There's more. So cute. Love the flowers. And then some more of that. Like I said, I have two little grandbabies on the way, and so I've been drawn to drawing two. Okay, so what I think I'm going to show you is how to quickly, I'm going to probably show you a couple different ways to do them, just because I feel like it. Sorry, that's just how I am. So I'm going to show you, hopefully this shows up. I'm going to show you the little duckling like that was in the sketchbook. Hold on, let me find that one. Like this one, more of a kind of a little bit more realistic looking one. It's always good to try to do something realistic to start with. I kind of try to do that. I'll draw something in a more realistic style, and then I'll switch it to my character style. Because it's always good to see what the anatomy of a character is, or of an animal, especially an animal, so you know the proportions and stuff before you can even think about turning it into a character. So you're going to start with, I'm going to try to draw it, even though ducklings are small, I'm going to draw it a little big just so that you can see it. So you're going to, like I say, start with shapes. So I'm going to go real loose. And normally I do like one round head, but I'm not going to do that on this one because ducklings are a little bit furry. So I'm going to do some broken marks to show that, okay? Okay, so that's the head. It was just kind of scooped around. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the beak in. Scoop, you're going to scoop it in and down like that, and then you're going to scoop it out. I'm going to stop there for a second and do the top part. Okay, and since it's got two parts of the beaks, I stopped there, and I'm going to scoot down like this, and then I'm going to scoop this one up like that and connect it. And they have this little, like, I think it's like a breathing nostril type of thing, whatever it's called in ducks. Okay, so that's that part, and then I'm going to do the rest of the head like that, okay? Super simple. Then you're going to add the eye. Okay, now we're going to go to, that's the head of the duckling. Now we're going to go to the neck, and we'll come down a little bit, and again, we've got this like fuzzy little fur. Okay, so I'm going to come down. Erase it. Or you don't have to erase it. Sometimes the working marks are good. Okay, so that's the chest. You're going to come down. And then we're going to go do the back. Come down and do this wing right here. Like I said, I'm kind of doing a little bit broken lines just so it shows that it reads that it's Furry Little Duckling. So there's this little wing. Okay, now we're going to come down and draw these little legs. Now they come out like that. I don't even know what that's called, like the socket of its legs. And a little line there. Come down and do that. Okay, before I add the legs, I'm going to go ahead and put in some little markings. You can do that with the watercolor in a minute. I'm going to show you how to do that. You can do it with that, or you can, I like to add the pencil markings. Okay, and then the little feet. 2 straight lines down like that. I'm going to do that on both sides, both legs, and then just simple little web feet. So I do a diagonal line out, diagonal line out. Whew, I can tell this is going to be one of those videos where the words are lacking. Sorry. Okay, and then we're going to scoop it and scoop it. So you got that little web foot. Cute. Now this one needs to come out this way, so I'm going to diagonal that one up. Diagonal this one out, and then we're going to do the same scoop, scoop, and there you have your cute little duckling. Then I'm going to do this little duckling here that's in a different shape, and we're going to do kind of like a little bit of a mini scene here, just because you can. So do the little head like that, little head and neck down there. Okay, scoop it up and around like that, and then we're going to go do the bill. Is it called the bill? And connect it down and connect it, and then another little line, and then a little eye. Okay, now, okay, there's the neck, and we're going to just lightly draw like little feathery marks like this. And come down, so that's the back, come down, and you can add the little wing marks there, just very lightly. And then the little chest, their little chest kind of stick out. And then there you go. And then we're going to just add the little feet, 1, 2, and I'm going to stick this feet out there. So diagonal, diagonal, scoop, scoop. Sometimes it's fun to make the noises. Straight line, diagonal, diagonal, scoop, and a scoop. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna put it like it's on the maybe it's on maybe this is a pond and we've got like some sandy areas. Okay, so I'm drawing some dark lines so that shows up when I do the watercolors, and I'm gonna have some pond grass. So you just do big scoopy lines like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know the drill if you've been around for a little while. You know I go really loose. Okay, now I'm going to come back and add some paint real quick. Okay, so when I'm doing adding the watercolor, of course, where are my brushes? There they are. I have two brushes. Okay. All right, I like to do it really quick and loose. So since this is a fairly large thing, I'm going to use my bigger brush. And I like to keep it, I don't want it to be like a coloring sheet where everything is just filled in. I like to just add just a little bit of color, enough to just to enhance it a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to take this little moss green gouache. I think most of the colors on my palette right now are gouache. So just going real quick, loose. Not really concerned if I don't hit that line. Okay. And then I'm going to do, and like I said, and you can do this, like I say, use what you have. If you don't have watercolor, you can color it in whatever you have. Gonna add a little bit of sand, so I'm mixing this titanium buff with the yellow ochre. See if I can get a little bit of a sandy color. Oh, I think I like that. Like I said, just quick color. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the beaks real quick. Fun. All right, I'm gonna lift up some of that color since it was a little bit too much. All right, I'm gonna go down. Fun. Sometimes the colors aren't very bright. This is not the best watercolor tablet. It's kind of a cheaper one, but I figured for this it would be fine, but it's not making the colors as vibrant as normal. Okay, these are baby ducklings, so they are actually kind of like a dirty yellow color, so I'm gonna use my yellow ochre. And I'm just going, I'm not going to color in the whole thing. I'm just going to add some color, just enough to show. Okay, so I'm doing it, just touching the page, and just, I like that kind of like Beatrice Potter type style where you're not filling it all in. I like to have some white spots. Now little ducklings have this little line over their eyes. It's kind of like a, to me it reminds me of a mask. So I'm gonna add that to that little strip. Like that. And see how that's bleeding into the beak? I'm not worried about that. That's how watercolor is, and that is totally fine. If that bothers you, you can go back with a dry brush and just mop it up if that bothers you, but that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. And there you have it. If you want to add a little bit of blue sky, you can do that. Okay, let's do, see how I'm just very lightly adding some color. I'm doing that, and I'm going to go back and smooth that out. Clean my brush, get a decent amount of water on it, and spread it. Fun. Just know if you touch the thing, anything that watercolor touches while it's still wet, it's going to bleed in. So if you don't want to do that, stay away from the grass and the ducks. And there you have it. And there's a simple duck illustration. So fun. For this duck or geese, I'm going to do more of this style instead of the more realistic ones, and do it really simple and cute. So, all right, the first one I'm going to do, start at the head, curve up for the top of the head, curve over for the bottom of the head. Then you're going to do straight line down, and then make it like a triangle for the beak. And then draw in a little dot for the eye. And now I'm going to take this over and I'm going to do one smooth motion. This deck has kind of a little duck has a longer neck, kind of like a goose, duck goose, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I went down, over, down from the bottom of the head, over, like that. Sorry, I went a little quick on that one. Okay, now the wing, I'm just going to do like a half a heart there, and a half a heart there, like that. Now I'm going to quickly do the feet, straight line down, and then I'm going to go diagonal, and then straight across. Straight line down, diagonal, straight across. Okay, super simple. Then I'm going to do another one that's facing this way. Curve it down like that and stop. Curve it over, stop. Triangle for the beak. dot for the eye. Super simple. Anybody can do this. And then I'm going to kind of give him a little bit of a belly and curve up. And then I'm going to connect this down, kind of stop, and then curve it down like that. And the wings I'm going to do just like I did the other ones. Half a heart like that. Okay, straight line down, diagonal, diagonal, across. Straight line down, diagonal, diagonal, across. Super easy. Then I'm just gonna add the ground like that. And then I'm gonna add some flowers. So I'm just gonna draw the stems of the flowers right now. And I'll show you how to go back and do the leaves and the flowers. But for now I'm just gonna add the stems in there. And then I'm going to just be real quick with the watercolor because I want this to be loose. So I'm going to pick up the moss color I have, and I'm using all of my gouache still. And I'm just going to do the stems, and it doesn't matter if you stay on the line, it's okay. Okay, and then how we do a leaf is I'm just going to use my shape of my brush, and I'm just going to go like this and pull down. See, super simple. And sometimes I only have room to put one leaf on each side. Whatever you want to do, just play with it. Don't take it too serious, just relax. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the beak and the feet. I make an orangey yellow color. I like to mix that color. Okay. In case you don't know, orange is yellow plus some red makes orange. Okay, just paint it in. Excuse me, my tummy's growling. I just ate lunch. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, I like to add a little bit of blush. Just to add a cute little character element. Okay, and then I'm going to use just a very light yellow ochre, just in some spots to add some shading, because it is a white duck that I'm going for. So kind of to show that, I'm going to just add a little bit of shading. And that kind of will show the white pop a little bit. Okay. And then I'm just going to add some flowers. I'm really been liking this this color I've been making with this bright pink I have and burnt sienna. It makes this really pretty, like, bright corally color. Okay. And I'm just going to do little blobs, really. Just go loose. This would be a really cute thing to make cards. If you want to make cards, make some, maybe a neighbor or grandparents or someone, a little note, or a friend, neighbor friend, to cheer them up. I'm going to just take that green and I'm just going to put a little bit of marks just to add that. And I feel like adding, I think I'm just going to add like a little cloud where I'm just going to outline it like this. Kind of a little whimsical, happy little cloud. And that's that. And always don't forget to sign your work. And that is that. So that's two different ways to do ducks or geese. And I hope that you participate as well. And let me know in the comments if there's something in particular that you would like to learn to draw or paint, and I'll see what I can do. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.